All right, we all do dumb things. Sometimes when we do, we are little kids. Other times when we do, we might just be drunk adults. Okay, can you tell the difference here in the examples that we have for you? Thank you for all the submissions that we got here. Do appreciate that. If you would like to submit one, you just go download the WRMF app. Tell us a dumb thing you did. Leave a little bit of a space in the audio. And then let us know if you were a little kid or a drunk adult. Okay, we got one from Jen here. Was Jen a little kid or a drunk adult? What is the dumb thing that you did, Jen?
I barfed in my grandmother's casket.
Oh, damn.
She barfed in her grandmother's casket.
I'm not sure grandma cares, because grandma's gone. But everyone else would be horrified.
Open bar, open casket.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was it. That she was having a hard time dealing with the death of grandma, and she got a little liquored up, and then she went to pay her respects and just barfed all over Granny. That could have happened. So that might be a reason to go with drunk adult.
I'm going little kid.
You're going little kid?
Yeah. Ate too many Tootsie Rolls and then threw up on grandma.
So if you're a little kid, you don't get in trouble. Everyone's like, oh, man. But if you're an adult, then you probably get in trouble, right?
I know some little kids that will get in trouble still.
Yeah, that's kind of why I feel like this has to be little kid, because I'm not sure you would confess to this if you were drunk at all. I mean, if you got hammered and ralphed on your dead grandma in her casket, you might just never talk about that again.
And I mean, you ain't got no vomit control, because can't you feel it come up a little bit? You can't dart.
I don't know. I've seen some people that are drunk that it just out of nowhere, it's just they're laying there and they're already so out of it.
You're
right.
You're right.
So I don't know what they do, actually. Little kid, anybody think drunk adult?
I'll think drunk adult just to be different.
Okay, what were you, Jen?
I was a little kid.
Good.
Okay, so my dad lifts me up to see my dead grandmother. And we had just come from a family dinner. I'd eaten all of my pie, half of my brother's. I guess maybe it was the mix of trauma and seeing my completely motionless grandmother, the overwhelming scent of embalming fluid and flowers that just completely unleashed what had to have been like a gallon of blueberry pie.
Ugh.
My family freaked out. Everybody was completely mortified. They closed the casket. Visiting hours were cut short, and they went to go clean up grandma. Also, the last time I had blueberry pie. Ugh.
Yeah, probably would do it. That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I mean, you have to close the casket, right, and start over?
Yeah, I think so. I think, it sounded like that's what they did. They closed the casket, they wheeled grandma out of her there, and they went and got her cleaned up and then brought her back.
I will say that blueberry pie is one of those ones that it's not the worst thing to throw up. There's worse things to throw up.
It tastes good coming up.
It's not as bad coming up.
Yeah.
There's other things that are horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not the worst.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay, we got Tasha here. She submitted this for a little kid or drunk adult. What is the dumb thing you did, Tasha?
I wound up unconscious from brain freeze.
Ooh.
When was the last time you got brain freeze?
Every time, because I chug hard, man. I chugged the Slurpee so hard it gave me brain freeze not that long ago.
It was so long for me, and I had something cold, and I got it the other day. I forgot how awful it is.
I had to wait a beat. I had to wait a second because the pain was so great.
Wow.
Hard chugger, Dennis.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
Okay. Can you pass out from brain freeze?
I think you can, man.
It's so painful. I just had it not that long ago.
I've had some bad brain freeze. See, I just had it right there.
So what?
Talking's hard, dog.
Passing out from brain freeze feels like a little kid to me.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a drunk adult.
You think
He
drunk
was
adult?
going for it. He wanted it.
Okay. All right. Tasha, what were you, a little kid or drunk adult?
I was a drunk adult. So we had a Slurpee drinking contest, and when the brain freeze set in, I threw my head backwards in agony, not realizing that there was a pole right behind me. My head hit it so hard, I knocked myself out. And then when I came to, my boyfriend was kneeling over me trying to give me CPR, which I didn't even need, but he was drunk too. And as he gave me an additional breath of life, I accidentally just threw up a little bit in my mouth. So he wound up drinking more Slurpee than I did.
Oh gosh, that's gnarly. All right,
No, it's so much. It's layered.
there was a lot going on.
Every time I thought it was over, boom, another obstacle, dude.
Wait, what? What happened now?
Hey, we should see who can chug a Slurpee the fastest. None of y'all will do it. Y'all too scared.
Did we have an old video we could reshare?
We did, but the problem that was when we had those helmets. Remember
Yes.
that we
Yeah.
all sipped them as quick as we could.
Yeah.
they didn't come out of that straw quick enough.
You're right.
You wanted to really pound that brain.
Yeah, and the secret is trying to cover the roof of your mouth
With
What
your
it is-
tongue.
Yeah, because it's the blood vessels in the roof of your mouth. That's what gives you the brain freeze when they get cold.
Now I really want to do a brain freeze chug.
Yeah.
All right.
If you could do it, it's kind of using your tongue to try to keep the roof of your mouth warmer. That's how you win a Slurpee chugging contest.
There's got to be a Slurpee world record.
I'd say world record or a punishment we could do.
I'm looking into it.
World record Wednesday, Bird?
Yes.
Okay.